Lights, camera, action.
When a script is written that is so bad, no one will film it. These brave podcasters will bring it to life just so they can mock it. This is Table Reads.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Table Reads with Sean McBee, Jeff Lewis, and Joshua Baker.
It's episode 11-1!
11-1!
Ones across the
11-1.
board.
And I don't want to alarm you by calling it episode 11-1. This is not more Lord of the Rings, I assure you.
What?
That ship has sailed into the gray mists or what the fuck ever. That's over. Now we're back to Batman.
Thank Lord Aragorn.
Back to Batman.
This will be our second Batman script because we did, before these fine gentlemen joined me on this program, we
That's
did
Josh.
I'm fine.
Asylum, Batman vs. Superman, which was garbage.
Oh.
And this also is probably garbage.
What?
Well, I mean, how familiar are you with Frank Miller? He's kind of a douche.
What do you mean? He drew the goddamn Batman.
He drew the goddamn I'm the goddamn Batman. So, yeah. What we're doing is Batman Year One from around 2000-ish. I couldn't find a set date for this draft, nor a draft number.
Oh.
But here's the story behind it. First, let's go back a little bit, because 1985 was a fucking awesome year for comics. I'd go so far as to say the best year ever.
I was 1 year old.
That year saw the entire DC universe rebooted for the first time ever with Crisis on Infinite Earths, while Alan Moore turned the very idea of superheroes on its head with possibly the greatest comic of all time, Watchmen. It was also the year that Frank Miller reminded people who Batman truly was with one of the other most beloved comics of all time, The Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, bitch.
Now, Crisis had wiped away 50 years of confusing continuity and given DC's readers a new world with a new history, and those readers, old and new alike, needed a baseline for the new history of these characters. So, John Byrne had his Man of Steel miniseries to establish the post-Crisis Superman, Green Lantern had a miniseries called Emerald Dawn, and then in 1987, in the pages of the regular monthly Batman comic, the origins of Gotham's Dark Knight were told anew in a story called Batman Year One. Given his success with The Dark Knight Returns, Frank Miller was given the task of writing Batman's New Beginnings. From here, a darker Batman took hold in the public conscious, as the campy 1966 Batman was replaced in the mind of the world by Tim Burton's 1989 film. Starting with The Dark Knight Returns, Batman's place as a dark, gritty figure of the night had been re-established, which is why people were not fucking having it when Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin came out in 1997. The commercial disappointment and critical backlash of the campier Batman killed the franchise that started with Burton's 89 movie, and the studio decided it needed a fresh, darker start. So they brought on Darren Aronofsky, director of Pi and Requiem for a Dream, to make a Batman Year One story penned by Frank Miller. Aronofsky wanted a Batman movie that was a spiritual cousin to Taxi Driver and Serpico in tone. It would be rated R and grounded with Eastern Detroit standing in for Gotham. It sounds, in essence, like he wanted Joaquin Phoenix's Joker movie. But he was about 15 years ahead of his time, and the studio passed, opting instead to give the task of reinvigorating the Batman franchise to Christopher Nolan. And while the project ended up being completely different, the two filmmakers had at least one thing in common. They were both eyeing Christian Bale for the role of Batman. And that's the story.
Oh my goodness, I was waiting for more. That was incredible. I loved all that.
This is what I do while I wait for you guys. I write this shit.
You wrote it so good.
Fade in.
We're just in there.
I could like string 4 or 5 words together and make sentences.
Right, he's just writing this whole fucking epilogue or prologue for this shit.
Batman, Year One, written by Frank Miller. fade in. Exterior, Gotham City, night. Lightning rips across a jet black sky. Thunder crashes. Lightning casts Gotham City in a stark relief. Sirens wail. Car alarms scream. It's a bit much. A cacophony. Lightning silhouettes a menacing police helicopter, roaring downward like a monster insect. Lightning. Spark. Shower. Wild. The fuck was that?
Good.
I
The
don't
good
know.
note cards. This is what he just throws at the fucking
Is it a poem?
I love it. I love what's happening right now.
So I remember to turn on the script, but I forgot to turn on our camera.
Oh, shit.
I'm a fucking joke.
We got this figured out. We're getting it.
This YouTube channel thing is gonna be flawless one of these times.
One time.
Most subscribed.
Reveal. Interior, dark area, night. A sweating, tormented sleeper, Bruce Wayne. His eyes hollowed, skin pale, he tosses and turns, then flinches. 3 more times he flinches, flinches, flinches. Then his eyes pop open wide. Bruce Wayne screams. It is the sound of incomprehensible horror. Interior, Bruce Wayne's apartment, night. Awoken from his nightmare by the sound of his own screams, disoriented. He's in an apartment? What happened to his manor?
You wait.
Disoriented, Bruce goes to the sink and splashes cold water in his face. The way people do, right?
In movies.
Have you ever done that?
I feel like it makes it worse.
Yeah, then you're just wet and
Now
sad.
you're wet and upset.
I've never done this. I've never been like, oh Jesus, I'm stressed. I need some cold water in my face right now.
I wish I was wet.
It's you, man. You're
Oh.
Batman.
Man, we really should have done voices before we
That's
started
what I'm
this
just trying to
shit.
do for you,
Fuck.
man.
My bad.
Jeff,
Yeah.
I got a challenge for you.
What?
2 challenges, 2-part challenge. I want Bruce and Batman to have noticeably different voices, obviously.
Okay.
And can they be not Southern?
I'll give him a bit.
Shit. I'm gonna get you, Joker.
Father, where are you? No. Father, where are you? What will I do?
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good, yeah.
That's a Bruce,
Yeah,
right?
that's good. That's
all right,
Bruce.
all right, I'll give it a Bruce. And then he'll change what. That's what everybody came here for. Me to growl in your speakers.
His hands tremble. Distant thunder sounds. Oh, shit.
He's so good at typing.
The row moved.
Father.
Where are you?
Exterior, East End sidewalk, morning. Little Al, a gigantic, elderly, middle-aged black man, carries a bag of donuts and 2 coffees. He whistles as he walks through a rundown slum. He stops and inserts a key at a grimy storefront. The sign reads, Al and Son, repair, service, salvage. Reverse shot of interior, Al's garage, morning. Little Al hits the lights, revealing a meticulously clean auto repair shop. Bruce? Bruce, you here? Little Al continues his search in the exterior, junkyard behind Al's garage, morning. It's a dreary, dirty, isolated place. Its sole occupant, Bruce, loads large car parts onto a flatbed truck bearing the Al & Son logo. He carries the heavy transmissions and engine blocks on his broad, muscled shoulders. Morning, sunshine. Bruce says nothing. He just stares at Little Al with troubled, tired eyes. Okay, Twinkle Toes, let's take a look at the job orders. The two head up a wooden staircase over the garage and enter interior Bruce Wayne's apartment, morning. It's the claustrophobic room of an obsessive compulsive. Not oppressive compulsive.
I like that.
An oppressive compulsive.
That's Hitler.
Oppressive
I'm compulsively oppressive. Or Trump.
Yeah.
Oh. Now I'm sad.
Impeached.
Neatly organized electronic hobby projects line the walls. Police scanners, radios, and TVs. Their readouts and displays provide the only light. Little Al opens the blackout curtains. Sunlight pours in. Opening a ledger. So the load on the truck is the D'Amato order, right? Bruce nods. You finished the rebuild on that caddy and the tranny for the Spencer. Bruce nods some more. I guess that's it, huh? You know I could put in a couple days. Help you out down here if you want a break.
I'm fine.
Little Al looks at Bruce's pale skin and sunken eyes. Big Al would kick my butt if he saw you now. You look terrible. Little Al puts his hand on Bruce's shoulder. Those pills aren't working, are they, son?
They're fine.
The nightmares stopped then? Bruce doesn't speak. Maybe you just need to air yourself out a little bit. Go to the park. Go to the beach. Find yourself a girlfriend.
I'm fine.
Yeah, fine. Right here. Little Al hands Bruce a wad of bills. Listen, a man can't keep cooped up in one place all the time. He's got to keep moving. Like a shark, moving, or he dies. You can't stay stuck in one place, Bruce. It just ain't healthy. Little Al leaves. As Bruce closes the blackout curtain, his gaze lingers across the street on the Girls Galore Peep Show Theater. From the look of it, the sleazy sex venue was once a grand theater. But now, on top of its claustrophobic old-world facade, a pink plastic sign promises girls, girls, girls. Out front, prostitutes offer their wares. Chi-Chi, a young pimp with long, greasy hair and felt bell bottoms, slaps a fat whore. She cries and apologizes.
God damn it, Chi-Chi.
Other whores usher men into a... Okay, here's the thing about Frank Miller. He's never written anything without using the word whore.
That's true.
We all live different
Guaranteed.
lives,
Frank Miller is like, if there's gonna be a woman at all,
He hates women.
if there's gonna be one woman in this, she's gonna be a whore.
Or she's going to get raped.
Yeah.
That's some real shit.
And if you can rape a whore, Frank Miller has a hard-on for you.
Yeah, that's true.
This is what I meant about Frank Miller being a douche. Like,
And if you can rape a whore, you're fucking made.
You're in the
Scene-
movie. You're in the
scene
movie.
six.
Fucking made.
whores. This fucking guy. It's like Quentin and the N-word.
That's true. True fact.
That's true.
If you turn your Kangol backwards, it does not make you black, Quentin.
What?
I'm looking forward to his Star Trek movie.
Is that
With
a
the
thing?
N-word all over the place.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah.
They green-lighted that?
Apparently, I guess. I don't know. But this Frank Miller thing with the women is not cool. I don't approve.
Yeah, no, boo.
Jeff.
Jeff, you're from a bad place in Alabama.
What? I'm just saying my man Chi-Chi's out here trying to run a business.
We don't know what that fat whore did.
Yeah, she might have been the worst. She might have killed his sister.
What if she's shitting his caddy?
Boom.
Maybe she's fat 'cause she's been eating all the money.
That's it. She just eats dollars.
It's just in the direction even. Like
Yeah.
other whores usher men into a brownstone cat house next door. You called them prostitutes at the beginning, and that's okay. You're telling what their job is, but whore has a whole different connotation. And now you're just casually referring to these women as whores. Like, you're not Al Swearingen, dude. Chill the fuck out.
Deadwood reference for everybody.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it. I was waiting.
It's Ian McShane. From,
I like
from
that
Deadwood.
guy. I
Yeah.
like that guy.
Yeah.
Does he slap fat whores?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great length.
A hero.
You can't be Batman anymore.
I came here to save the horse.
He's like, he just came. He's all bleary-eyed because he spent his whole night slapping fat whores.
He just walks by Chi-Chi's like, I get it.
Swear to whores!
My love interest was a whore.
Bruce's gaze travels to a window directly across from his. Inside the cat house, a long, lean black woman, Selena, puts handcuffs on a skinny man. She wears tight-fitting black leather. Selena notices Bruce and gives him a playful wave. He closes the curtains, leaving us alone in interior Bruce Wayne's apartment, morning. Bruce sits and writes a letter.
September 4th. Dear Father.
Fuck you. Keep going.
September 4th. Dear Father, I'm still confused. What are you trying to tell me? What do you want from me? Please, I don't understand. Your son, Bruce. Fuck you with the thing, man. That was hard.
That was awesome.
That was hard to fucking get.
Just roll with that shit, man.
That was tough.
good.
He got me. You know what I mean?
Finished. Bruce puts the letter in an envelope, then gets up and goes back to work. Interior, James Gordon's apartment, bathroom, night. Thunder rolls on the night air. In the sweaty palm of James Gordon, I keep forgetting it. In the sweaty palm of James Gordon rests 6 bullets. Gordon sits in his boxers on the toilet. In his mouth, he holds his service revolver. Honey, come to bed! That's Anne, off screen. Gordon looks up at the door. He puts the gun, with its wet barrel, into a holster with a badge clipped to the side and leaves the bathroom. Hard time sleeping again, baby? We hear bed springs sag. Interior, police precinct. Hold on. So he was gonna shoot himself, but all the bullets were in his hand.
He took the bullets out of his hand.
But
Like
he was
he
holding...
He took the just testing.
The bullets were not in the gun.
Yeah.
Okay, dry run. Let's see if the trigger works. What?
He's cleaning the fucking gun. Give my guy a second.
He's like, this is how the whores do it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what a dirty barrel.
See, I just feel like this script came after Frank Miller, was good. I feel like RoboCop 2 is the cutoff. He wrote RoboCop 2, and then from there, he's just like, I'm just going to put whores in everything.
I get it. I follow. I'm just Sean's antagonist to this whole fucking story. I'm unnecessary.
Interior, police precinct, squad room, morning. Gordon gets off the elevator and walks through the busy precinct room full of cops. As he passes, conversations stop. Men with shoulder holsters and badges on their hip watch Gordon with obvious disdain. Gordon puts his lunch in his desk and flips through papers. He lights a Marlboro. Interior, police precinct, hall outside evidence room, day. A sign reads, Evidence Room. A young cop stares at Gordon with bad intent through a plexiglass window. Gordon puts papers in the pass-through.
This is for the Irwin case.
The young cop doesn't say a word. As Gordon leaves, he passes the door to the evidence room. It's half open. We catch a quick glimpse inside. 2 detectives stuff yellow envelopes and stack bills before the door slams shut. Interior, bathroom, police precinct, day. I hope he's back, sitting on the toilet with bullets in his hand again.
He can only shit if he's taking the bullets out of the gun.
Gordon stands at a urinal as Detective Flass, about 40, blonde crew cut, enters.
I got something for you, Gordon.
Come on, Flask. I told you.
Jimmy.
Flass, not Flask.
Flash. Come on, Flash.
Flash Thompson.
Do it again. Read it in again.
I got something for you, Gordon.
Come on, Flash. I told you. I just don't want it.
Jimmy. You're gonna have to learn what it takes to be a cop in this town. It makes the guys nervous when someone doesn't participate. They think you might say something.
It's not like that. I just don't need the money.
Oh, that's just structured weird. That's still
Oh, okay. Maybe if I had kids like the other guys or had trouble making ends meet, it would be different.
The guys are saying maybe he thinks he's better than we are. Maybe he thinks he's superior. Is that how it is, Jimmy? You think he's some kind of saint?
No, it's nothing like that.
So you're not a saint, Gordon. Who are you?
I'm just a cop.
Yeah, that's right. You're one of us.
Flash jams a yellow envelope into Gordon's hand and leaves. Gordon crushes the yellow envelope.
I got rid of the money.
Now it's useless.
No one will take this money.
Oh,
It was
crumpled.
it was just a bunch of gift cards.
He was going to use it on vending machines.
Yeah, now
and
it
now
won't
it's
work. It
no
just
way.
spits it back out.
It's
No,
a
no
ton-
Cheetos for you.
It's a ton of Dick's Sporting Goods just for the fucking gun section. We know how you like bullets.
1 second. My mic was still covered in spit from Gollum.
Should I be doing that? I did it.
Interior squad room police precinct. Moments later, Flash jokes around the water cooler with a couple cops. Then, back at his desk, he sees the yellow envelope spiked on his message post. Flash registers a look of concern. Flash's partner, Detective Campbell, a fat cop in a wrinkled suit, slaps him on the shoulder.
Come on, we'll deal with him later. We gotta make our rounds.
Together they leave, and we cut to exterior Girls Galore Peep Show Theater. Evening. Bruce carries a brown paper grocery bag in his arms. The whores do their thing,
Ooh, I want to be a whore.
waving at cars, posing, vamping. They see Bruce in his blue jumpsuit.
Hey there, garage boy. Want to look under my hood, check my fluid levels?
You can top me off anytime.
The youngest prostitute, Holly, joins in. I'll show you why they say good things come in small packages.
Holly, get over here. He's a neighbor, not a John, and the rest of you cut it out. You got nothing better to do?
That was Selena.
Ooh, she's black, right?
Yeah. Just, there was nothing to indicate that it was Selena, so I had to let people know.
Oh.
Yeah, like making us some money. Get to work.
That's what I wanted so bad. I was like, I was gonna do it, and I was like, wait, no, Sean will pick it
Sean
up.
will-
And as soon as
Sean.
he did it, I was like,
Yeah,
perfect.
That's fucking Sean.
Fucking
Sean all day.
I was going for Weasel from Who Framed Roger
Yes,
Rabbit.
yes,
shit.
yes. Perfect.
Chi-Chi is interrupted by the honk of a horn. Oh, I don't have a horn. Oh, well.
Honk, honk, honk.
Beep, beep.
Detective Flash sits behind the wheel of an unmarked cop car with a Ballantine ale on his lap.
Hey there, Chi-Chi. How's business?
Next to him in the car sits Detective Campbell.
Hey, you know what? You're the only hippie pimp I ever seen.
You got something for us, Greaseball?
Yeah, sure. Here you guys go. Chi-Chi passes a yellow envelope through the window to Flash. Flash flips through the bills inside.
This it, Flower Power? Looks kind of light to me.
It's the same as last week.
Yeah? Well, you seem to be doing pretty good for yourself. Maybe it's time we talk to Estrada, reevaluate our arrangement.
Or maybe Selena can throw in a little dark meat to make up the balance. How about that?
Yeah, sure. Selena, get over here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I like this. What's up?
Selena reluctantly approaches the car. Give Detective Campbell a date on the house.
You could put away the toy sweet thing. I'll show you how a real man does it. Forget it. You're not coming anywhere near me.
She turns to walk away, but Chi-Chi grabs her arm.
Classic. One can't get his horse to screw. The other can't get screwed by a whore.
Flash pulls away.
We don't have time for this. Gotta keep moving. More pickups to make before quitting time. Ta-ta, ladies.
Flash waves his beer can farewell as he drives off. What the hell was that? You made me look bad. I got a rep to maintain. I look weak, then scumbag crooked cops take advantage, try to push me around.
You know the rules. Nothing for free.
Selena jerks her arm free and storms off, but Chi-Chi grabs her again and spins her around. Well, maybe it's time we reevaluate the rules. Suddenly, Chi-Chi is aware that Bruce stands very close, glowering at the pimp. Pure, unholy hatred. What the fuck you want, retard? Chi-Chi flicks open his switchblade.
Leave him alone.
Sorry, I have a knife in here that would have been a good sound for that. Or I thought it was in here, but it is not, apparently.
Get one?
Chi-Chi backhands her across the mouth. Bruce, oblivious to the knife, moves to take out Chi-Chi. But Selena catches Bruce's eye and, without saying a word, tells Bruce to let it go. Bruce just turns and walks away, an obedient soldier. That's what I thought. Wimp. Selena watches Bruce march back into interior Al's garage. Moments later, Bruce kicks open the door, flings groceries everywhere, punches the plaster wall.
September 17th. Father, it takes everything I have to just contain this fury. I can feel it in my chest. It wants to escape. I'm afraid of what I might do.
Little Al is in the doorway. What the hell's going on in here? You okay?
I'm fine.
Bruce tries to put... By the way, I just want to say, like, my black guy voice is because I'm picturing this in the 70s and how it would have been filmed in the 70s because they were going to that whole Serpico kind of...
I really thought you were going to drop a Morgan Freeman. I
Dude
was
has
expecting-
felt fucking bell bottoms. Like, that one thing dates it. Like,
Right.
Like,
Well, or is he going to keep it ambiguous? Like, is somebody going to, like, pull a cell phone out here in a second? Like,
No, I think this
I
is
think
like
it's-
really meant
yeah.
to
I
think
be
it's
like Joker
the
was
actual one.
in a nebulous like 1981ish time.
Same with Gotham and Batman 1989. It's all, like, strange times. They're driving around 40s cars, but they're using 80s tech and shit like that. They always try to keep it ambiguous.
Yeah, but I think this is like Joker wasn't that ambiguous. Like you could narrow it down to a real narrow
range of a
range.
few years, yeah.
I think this is like that, and around that same range, like late 70s, early 80s.
Right.
So, you know, this black guy, I don't want to come across as racist, but I feel like this is what it was going to be.
Sure. No, absolutely.
I mean, I could go Jimmy Walker. Dynamite!
Let's save
No.
it. Let's save it. That should have been Chi-Chi.
I like Chi-Chi as the Weasel.
No, you did good with Chi-Chi.
And Morgan Freeman will probably come up when we meet Big Al.
Big Al, I figured Morgan Freeman would be good.
Bruce tries to push past Little Al and out of the garage, but Little Al grabs his wrist. Bruce,
What do you want?
don't you give me lip, boy. I know what you're going through. You can't hide it from me.
You don't know anything.
Come on. I got something for you. Little Al pushes aside a workbench, digs out a key, and opens a dirty, disused door.
Your father's office?
Little Al says nothing. The two men go inside. Interior, Big Al's office. Day. It's like a tomb, dusty, unused, and preserved. Little Al sits at the desk and starts opening drawers. Sit down, Bruce. Bruce sits on a dusty chair. Little Al finds what he's looking for. Shoebox. He turns to
Yeah, he turns to Bruce.
Bruce.
Yeah.
You know, Bruce, Big Al worked hard to put me through med school. He dreamed of giving me more than that garage, but he never said a word after the war. I wonder which war it is.
The war.
He understood what happens to a man who's seen too much of this world's evil. Do you know what I'm talking about, Bruce? Bruce nods. When we found you out in a scrap pile, you were scared. More of a wild animal than a boy, really. And you had something with you. Do you remember that? Bruce says yes with his eyes. I like that joke. You wouldn't let it go. Took Big Al 3 months to even get a look at it. You cried for weeks when he took it from you. He said you weren't ready to have it. You called it your inheritance. Little Al puts a hand on Bruce's shoulder. When Big Al was up in that hospital, He asked me to watch over you. Made me promise, and I have. You're like my boy, Bruce. Little Al gives Bruce's shoulder a squeeze. But now you're scaring me. There's something going on in your head, and while I can't say I know exactly what it is, I can tell you this. A man has got to know who he is before he can confront his demons. Little Al opens the shoebox and removes a smaller wooden box with a heavy brass latch. Maybe your inheritance can help you figure it out. Little Al places the wooden box on Bruce's knee. Bruce just stares at it. Are there bats in this box?
I hope.
I
so.
hope this box is full of bat
Dead
skeletons.
I hope it's filled with live bats.
There's just
That
staying
means
alive.
Little Al had to put bats in
Yeah,
there.
yeah, he just keeps refilling it like fish.
yeah. Oh, he's ready today.
Not ready yet, huh? I understand. Little Al stands up and waits. After a moment, Bruce stands up and they both walk back into interior Little Al's garage moments later. Little Al locks the door behind them. You take all the time you want. It's late. I'm going home. I hope you can find some comfort in this, Bruce. Sleep well. Little Al leaves Bruce staring at the wooden box. Interior Bruce Wayne's apartment. Night. Ran out of music. Bruce writes another letter.
September 22nd. Dear Father, I almost slipped today. God help me if I lose control. Little Al gave me back my inheritance. What should I do with it? Please tell me. I don't know how much longer I can go without your help. Please send instructions. Your loving son, Bruce.
Bruce signs the letter and puts it in an envelope. Puts a stamp on the envelope. Thomas Wayne. Heaven.
Where is he?
Yeah, right.
Bruce gets ready for bed and turns in. He doesn't sleep, just stares at the wooden box from his bed.
Table Reads will return after this brief word from our sponsors.
What's up, docs and docettes? Trevor Thompson, the self-appointed Looney Tunes critic here, and if you like old cartoons and watching online reviewers dissect them, then you probably said the same thing I did about 2 years ago. Hey, what the fuck?
Here, watch your language, bud.
Every Saturday morning, I do a brand new commentary of a Warner Brothers short. All throughout the month, I do video essays examining the history of these cartoons. Catch my videos on youtube.com/FerrisWheelhouse2, or just use the hashtag Looney Tunes Critic. And now, here's Eric Bauza, the new voice of Bugs Bunny.
You've been listening to the Looney Tunes critic. Ain't he a stinker?
Lights, camera, action.
So the movie's kaput, which means your script ain't worth the buffalo shit on a nickel.
Now, back to Table Reads.
And we're back.
We did it.
So, Jeff just made a really good point.
I did?
Yeah. So I guess when Darren Aronofsky said that he wanted it to be like Taxi Driver and Serpico and French Connection or whatever, that Frank Miller just wrote those movies, just shuffled those scripts together.
He's like, I watched both those. I'll just do the parts that I remember.
Put them all on index cards and shuffle them
That's
together.
what he did. He just threw them at the thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
Ooh, Taxi Driver has whores. Let me get those.
Every time it says Taxi Driver, he crosses it out and puts Batman.
yeah, he says Travis. I mean, Bruce. Shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you just see strike throughs
Yeah.
for Travis.
What if the find and replace didn't catch them all? And so
That'd be awesome.
Are you talking at me?
like,
talking to
To me, Travis? Bruce? To me, Bruce?
like on Threat Level Midnight script, when the one character used to be called Dwight, but there was a Dwicht, so the find and replace didn't catch it all.
Oh.
So Selena's like talking to
Dwick.
Travick.
Travick, yes. Come on, Truce. Let's go.
All right, let's get the fuck in there.
Fade in.
Interior. Wait. Yeah, interior. Selena's apartment. Night. Selena's apartment is painted to look like a dungeon. The tools of her trade line the walls. Whips, cuffs, a cricket bat for spanking. Cats lounge all over the place. Because that's what you want to smell when you're fucking.
Cat pee.
Yeah, he's like, hey. She's like, watch my sex dungeon. Also, I like cats. The fuck's this got to do with it?
That's not on brand at all.
Yeah, I'm leaving this
You're a crazy
establishment.
cat dungeon.
I'm telling Chi-Chi.
Holly sits cross-legged in an electric chair. She paints her toenails.
In an electric chair?
Yeah.
So,
Like a dungeon electric chair or like a real electric
you know
chair?
how torture is the same as execution?
I guess, I mean, you could have an electric chair in a dungeon. It'd just have to be a low
Okay, but how
grade.
many BDSM guys do you know that are like, all right, I need the noose, I need the guillotine?
So those are the things that they don't allow at the dungeon.
Well, this is probably how she's gonna kill Chi-Chi, right? Like in the electric chair. It's gonna be like that super shitty Batman Returns scene where they had the hello there just so she could bash it and say hell here.
Yeah.
Like this is what that is. It's just like a thing.
And
that
then
doesn't
she makes
fucking
out with
belong.
Max Schreck by putting the taser in her mouth.
Yes.
And that's how she kills him.
That was cool. Bruce Wayne.
Bruce
Sorry,
Wayne.
Keep going. Sorry. Another Batman script. Fuck.
A much better Batman movie.
That's true.
Did you finish that? No, she paints her toenails.
She paints her toenails and watches Selena pace the cramped room.
There has to be more to it than this.
This what?
Life! Jesus, there's got to be more out there than just pimps and johns. We spend our lives on our backs, shuttling money from one to the other. For what?
I don't know. What?
Nothing. Don't you see? We're being used. We're stuck here, and for all our work, we have nothing. While they're getting rich. I'm sick of it. I'm not gonna take it anymore.
What are you gonna do? Run off? Marry a John?
Ha! Have you seen the guys who come here for my services? Shit. What I'd give to meet a real man.
Gotta go. My 10:30 should be here. You know, maybe there are no real men. Maybe the whole world is just pimps and Johns. You ever think of that? Holly leaves.
And I have to find my own way out.
She closes her door, and we cut to exterior, a magnificent theater, night. We're on the steps of a magical old-world movie palace. It's bright, clean, and hyper-real, a dream. A boy, about 8, leaves a showing of Zorro with his mother and father. I have no idea who this could be. He goofs around with an imaginary sword.
On guard! On guard!
Oh, brave Zorro, save us!
Yes, but can Zorro fly? Father grabs his boy and throws him in the air. The boy freaks out with laughter. The boy is caught under his arms and again tossed upwards and into a nightmare. The sky darkens. The boy registers fear and falls, and slams hard onto a grimy sidewalk puddled with blood. His parents struggle with a mugger in the alley. Get away from her, you monster! The mugger shoves father back.
No! Get off me! You can't have it!
Mugger grabs mother viciously by the throat and she's choking. Pearls bounce on the pavement. Father takes a swing at the mugger.
Crazy bastards!
Bang! Boy flinches. Blood sprays on his face. Bang! 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 Bruce Wayne's body flinches in his cot with each shot. We're back in interior Bruce Wayne's apartment. Night. Bruce shoots upright in bed. Bruce Wayne's mouth snarls in torment. Bruce Wayne's fists lay in his lap. The fists quake. Unholy rage. He goes and takes the wooden box in his shaking, sweaty hands. His thumb is about to open the heavy brass latch. Bruce is interrupted by a clanking sound from the street. Exterior, the Girls Galore Peep Show Theater, night. The sleazy sex venue was the Grand Theater from Bruce's nightmares. Only now, instead of a young boy walking the sidewalk with his parents, Campbell, the fat detective, staggers around in the street. Drunkenly, he throws a rusty muffler up at Selena's window.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair.
Her window opens.
You picked a bad night to mess with me, Campbell. Aw, come on, darling. Is that any way to treat a customer? I'm paid up. You got your damn money. That's all you get from me, asshole.
Selena slams her window. Campbell takes a pull from his bottle and goes into the cat house. A moment later, Bruce crosses the street and follows him inside the interior cat house. Night. Bruce cautiously enters. From upstairs, bang, bang, bang. We hear the sound of a fist pounding a door. Voices echo down the empty stairwell.
Come on, honey. You know that's not the way things work. It's just part of the price of doing business. Go away, you fat pig. What the hell? Who are you? You're a whore. This is what you do.
Bruce puts a foot on the first step up to interior Selena's apartment. Night. Campbell kicks in the door. Crack.
You can't do this. I pay you. I've always paid you.
Campbell grabs Selena's wrist. Selena kicks him in the crotch. Thwack.
Bitch!
Campbell slaps her across the face. Hard. She crashes into a table covered with leather bonds, rubber gear, masks. Cats scamper in all directions. Selena scrambles for the door. Campbell jerks her back into the room and slams her against the wall. Selena punches Campbell. Pop. In the face. Okay, this is not a comic book. You do not need to write the sound effects, Frank.
Biff.
Bam!
Whammy.
She hits him in the face like thwap.
Campbell's head snaps back and Selena makes a break for the door. He puts a hand to his face and feels the blood.
You're fucking dead.
Enraged, Campbell moves to block Selena's escape. He punches her in the stomach. She collapses. Campbell picks up her cricket bat and starts smashing the place. Smack. A lamp flies into the wall.
Oh,
Bash.
he really did it.
A music box explodes into a million pieces.
I've had it up to here with all the bitches like you.
Was this guy Frank Miller's, avatar?
Yeah, he is Frank Miller.
This is when he went through a breakup.
He asked to be cast as Campbell.
Yeah, I want to be Campbell. What is he? He's a portly fella. He's got a sweet purple jacket.
He wears a big hat, right?
Yeah.
Campbell is standing over Selena now, cricket bat in his hands.
I'm going to show you once and for all.
Selena is terrified. Campbell bends down and grabs Selena viciously by the throat and lifts her off the ground with one hand. She is choking.
You're mine to do with what I please, you understand that? And now, it's going to please me to kill you.
He cocks the cricket bat back.
Nice, I
He
like it.
cocks the cricket bat back,
Yeah.
about to smash her brains out when suddenly Bruce appears in the room. Hold on, pause. Do you think he's going to get the name Batman
It's the other way, yeah.
Casey
from the
Jo-
cricket
Yeah,
bat?
yeah.
Casey Jones.
Oh, I'm fucking Batman. It's like, what should my name be? Cricket Man.
Fear the chirp chirp in the night. His face, a mask of unholy rage.
What the fuck do you want? Get the hell out of here.
Bruce doesn't say a word. He just delivers an uppercut, smack, to Campbell's rib cage. A couple ribs go. A left hook, smack, to Campbell's face. The nose shatters. An elbow, smack, to Campbell's head. The jaw breaks. Campbell stumbles back to the wall, falls to his knees. Bruce isn't finished with Campbell. He moves in. Selena grabs the cricket bat. Crack! She hits Bruce. A startled Bruce staggers. Things
Sorry about that,
go
but he's mine.
dark. Much later, Bruce slowly comes around. Selena is gone. Campbell lies smashed out on the floor in a puddle of blood, dead. Red lights flash from the street. Footsteps in the hall. Voices.
That one at the end of the hall.
You go in yet?
Bruce holds his head, spins circles, and looks for a way out.
Just got here. Only peeked through the door. Didn't want to disturb the scene.
I love this eager young cop. I learned that at the academy.
First day on the force, I already called to the whorehouse.
Murder at the whorehouse. I'm going to have my detective badge in no time.
Wow, Gordon.
Bruce tries to squeeze out the bathroom window. Too small.
It's hilarious thinking of Batman trying to squeeze out a window.
Shit. Shit.
Like trying to sneak out on the bill.
The fucking response time is great at this hotel.
It says much later.
Why is he still there?
Why is he still there? Oh,
He's
he was
unconscious.
knocked out.
Oh,
He was knocked out.
got
He was
unconscious.
knocked out.
Yeah, he's been concussed.
I'm sorry, I wasn't following everything. Ghost. Dark.
Yeah.
Smack.
I actually liked that. I liked the
Did
way
you?
he did that a lot with
Oh,
her
yeah.
dialogue.
I could,
breaking it up.
envisioning it was pretty
Only
easy.
for the script.
Interior, cat house, hallway, dawn. Gordon pulls out yellow police tape.
A guy named Chi-Chi.
Wait.
Oh,
Who called it in?
My bad. I'm sorry. A guy named Chi-Chi claims he's a property manager. More like a pimp.
You're so excited to be this fucking character.
Gordon steps on his Marlboro. Just as he touches the knob, Flash pushes past the uniformed officer. Gordon turns. Interior, Selena's apartment, dawn. Bruce looks out the back window. Cops everywhere. Interior, cat house, hallway. Pawn? I'm sure that's meant to say dawn.
Yeah.
Gordon blocks the doorway.
What the hell are you doing here?
It's my collar.
Like hell it is. Get out of my way.
Gordon doesn't move. Flash muscles past Gordon and opens the door into interior, Selena's apartment, dawn. Bruce looks out the bedroom window. It's a narrow air shaft, whose bottom opens in a rubbish-filled mini courtyard. Bruce looks over. The front door is opening.
Jimmy boy, I ain't kidding around now.
Gordon backs into the apartment. He's been shoved. Bruce makes a desperate play and throws himself out the window. He hangs 4 stories up by his fingers as inside,
Okay, have it your way.
Gordon stands aside.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Then, confronted with the sight of his dead partner,
Oh, Christ.
outside. Outside the window, Bruce is slipping. He tries to get his feet on the windowsill below while...
I thought you said there were 2 bodies.
That's what this Chi-Chi guy said. And that's what it looked like about 3 minutes ago.
You're making this script better.
Bruce can't reach the sill with his feet. Gordon squats down and inspects the body. A series of 4 deep scratches line Campbell's cheeks.
Girl who goes by the name of Mistress Selena, 21, 5'9 pound, 5'9 pounds.
5'9 pounds.
5'9.
He doesn't know how women work.
5'9 pounds, works in an S&M dungeon, obviously.
Her measurements are 3624J.
5'9", 842.
She's about 5'9" worth of weight.
Works in S&M dungeon, obviously. She hasn't turned up yet.
I like that reading. That was good.
Yeah, like he's looking. I could see him looking at his little notepad.
Weighs about 5'9". She stands about 21. It's all one spot off. All of it.
Flash casually tosses the apartment, looks out the back window, opens a wall closet, picks up some handcuffs. Bruce can't hold on anymore. He slips and falls, while Flash looks at the cuffs.
You don't seem all that broken up. This is your partner here, right?
Flash, angry, throws them back and slams the closet door. Just at the moment, Bruce crashes into the rat-infested rubbish below. Gordon, hearing something, takes a look out the window where Bruce was hanging moments ago.
This kind of shit happens every day. I've learned to grieve in my own way, Jimmy boy.
And what exactly does that mean?
It means I'm gonna find her and put her in a box.
It's that simple, huh?
Yup.
In the air shaft, Bruce climbs out from under the filth and pushes open a basement window.
Come on. There's more going on here. She didn't do this alone. What was it? Campbell wanted his graft in trade. That pimp get tired of paying your guys off?
To the beat cop.
You, get out.
The beat cop leaves.
Listen, Boy Scout, you need to think long and hard about what you say and do on the job. You're in way over your head. Keep it up, and someone's going to get hurt.
Flash storms out. Gordon watches him go. Exterior cat house, moments later. I love that where Selena Kyle is a cat house. Like,
it's not a whorehouse. It's the only time he didn't use whore.
That's true.
He called it a cat house.
well, yeah. So here's what happened. I bet Frank Miller's like, they call whorehouses cat houses. I'll just make Catwoman a whore, and it'll make sense. Like the Joker goes to an abandoned amusement park for his hideout, she goes to a cat house because she's a whore, like all women.
Makes perfect sense.
And the Riddler lives in a maze.
although his character
A labyrinth.
His character stand-in did just get beat to death.
I'll make the Riddler a minotaur.
Wow.
Exterior cat house, moments later. Not you, Siri. Cops loaf around the crime scene eating donuts.
Oh, of course.
Bruce tries to look in. Okay, how do you consider yourself a good writer when you're like, cops, donuts, doing it?
As the criminal walks right by him.
There's a dead body laying in the middle, the blood everywhere, a cricket bat. It's a murder scene. Donuts.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. We don't have like Cliff Bars and nothing.
Donuts. There we are. Okay. Bruce tries to look inconspicuous on the sidewalk, hands in his pockets, head down. Flash bursts out of the building and slams into Bruce. Flash shoves Bruce.
Watch where you're going, punk.
They hold eye contact for a tense moment. Selena's apartment, moments later. Gordon is alone with the body. He stands, soaking up the details with a troubled look on his face. Interior, Gordon's apartment. Bedroom, night. Gordon sits on the bed with his arm around his wife. She's crying.
Honey, come on. I didn't mean it. It's just raising a child in this hellhole. Maybe after my transfer goes through, things will be different.
Anne jerks her shoulder away and exits in a huff, leaving Gordon alone with the TV news.
Is Gotham City in the middle of a crime wave? Murder, prostitution, drugs, racketeering, all on the rise. The commissioner's office refused to comment.
On the TV, Thomas Wayne's crest, an intertwined T and W.
When we return, can the Wayne Corporation find the missing heir to Thomas Wayne's fortune before the 15-year deadline?
Gordon pays no attention. Interior, outside Commissioner Loeb's office, day. Gordon sits in the waiting room outside a door marked Police Commissioner Gillian Loeb. Loud, muffled voices argue on the other side. Loeb's secretary is doing a crossword puzzle, oblivious. The door opens. Gotham's young assistant district attorney, Harvey Dent, stands in it, yelling back into the office.
You want Dent?
I'll be Dent.
Yeah, you
Do
be
it.
done.
Give him Gollum.
You can't protect him forever. Estrada will go down and you'll go with him. Dent slams the door and stomps off. The secretary pushes a button on the intercom.
Commissioner Loeb, there's a Detective Gordon here to see you.
Send him in.
Gordon enters. Interior, Commissioner Loeb's office. Moments later. Gordon musters all his confidence as he approaches Loeb, who works an exercise spring in his beefy fist.
Sir, I'm Detective James Gordon. I'm here about my transfer.
I know who you are, Gordon. Chief Collins has told me all about you. Says you're another cowboy like your friend Dent there. Says you don't understand the way things are done.
I've never met Assistant DA Dent, sir, and don't know why Chief Collins would say anything like that.
There's no transfer for you, Gordon. It's my responsibility to train young officers a proper respect for tradition. But the established order of things. You need to learn what it takes to be a cop in Gotham.
If by tradition you mean graft and...
I suggest you be a little more selective with your manner of speech, detective. Things could get awfully difficult for you around here, and you don't want that. Not for your lovely wife.
Gordon's jaw drops at the overt threat.
You're mine, Gordon.
Without saying a word, Gordon turns and leaves, defeated.
That's a dumb scene.
Yes,
That was
it
a
is.
lot. They established 5 motherfuckers in
Yeah.
one scene and just stakes automatically, just shoving shit in there, like whatever.
It'd have been better as a phone call
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like less obtuse.
Yeah, also, the commissioner is just like, hey, if you're not taking bribes, I'm going to murder your wife. Like,
Yeah, the DA told me who you were.
Yeah.
I'm Harvey Dent. I'm gonna be.
I'm going to refer to the other decent human being as your friend so that we know he's a decent human being.
It's me, Harvey Dent, and I'll be a one-faced man for the rest of my life.
Interior, Gordon's apartment, bathroom, evening. Gordon has his gun in his mouth. He looks down at his shaking fist. He opens it. Empty. This time he's loaded the bullets into the gun. He must have taken a class.
Wow, I'm getting to be a better cop.
There's dead bodies. I better protect myself.
The hammer pulls back. We hear the front door open and the sounds of Anne looking through the apartment for Gordon. Then she's at the door. Jim! Jim, it's a boy! Gordon takes the gun out of his mouth.
But what
like,
if he didn't? What?
It's like he has just heard her voice for the first time. He...
What was it? A boy?
He bursts out of the bathroom and engulfs his wife in a hug.
A boy. We're going to have a baby boy.
A smile crosses Anne's lips. Exterior, junkyard behind Al's garage, day. Bruce works like a fiend. He's possessed.
Your mother sucks cocks in hell.
Pea soup.
Fucking transmission.
Sweat soaks through his clothes as he heaves engines into a giant crushing machine. That won't come back at all.
Just heaving engines. Just entire engine blocks.
Yeah, you know those things that any mechanic shop has a whole big machine to do?
And salvage.
He's like, I'm Batman!
And salvage.
It's because they can't afford
It
two
is probably
guys.
foreshadowing, though. I mean,
fucking
let's throw somebody in that fucking machine, right?
Yeah, obviously.
I am engine smasher.
Engine man. Vroom vroom.
He pulls the lever. Solid steel pops and cracks like eggs. Little Al watches, then approaches and shuts off the machine. This can't go on.
What?
When was the last time you slept more than 2 hours in a row? Bruce doesn't answer. That's what I thought. You're gonna hurt yourself. You need time to sort stuff out. Consider yourself on vacation. Go. You remember before we hired you to be Bruce Wayne? You were in that movie The Machinist? This is what's happening to you right now.
You're so
You're
hungry.
going full machinist.
I'm the machinist.
I'm really glad that this worked out, that we could work in the Christian Bale thing, because that's all about insomnia and working on machines. That's what's happening here. It's so great.
And Prestigian.
What?
He was in the Prestige
Oh,
where
Yeah.
he built things.
yeah, that's true.
He's going to walk in on Bruce, like, pretending to be two people.
Gotta shoot your twin. Clone, sorry.
Little Al points to Bruce's door. Interior, Greasy Spoon Diner, the next day. Gordon looks tired, as if he's been up all night thinking. He hasn't touched his food, but he has piled an ashtray full of Marlboro butts. Is he getting paid for this?
I don't know. It could just be cigarette butts, right?
He's getting paid in
Yeah.
wife life.
The counterman, Dave, fills his coffee cup. Who wants to be? I'll be Dave. You okay, Jim?
Thanks, Dave. You ever notice how sometimes coming to a realization about something, figuring something out that's important only makes everything more difficult?
I guess. There was this one time my brother-in-law wanted to open a bar, and the wife says, the conversation is interrupted by Gordon's radio.
416 Dutton Heights housing projects, hostage situation, suspect armed and dangerous. SWAT teams have been deployed. Responding officers report to Commissioner Loeb on site. What the hell is Loeb doing there?
Gordon jumps to his feet. I think I saw jumps and was like, Jordan
jumps.
He does jump.
Gordon jumps to his feet and grabs his coat. Wait, was Dave that guy's name?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What's up, Jim? That's not even your beat. Question mark for some reason.
That's not even your beat?
Loeb's an animal. Loeb's an animal. It'll be a bloodbath.
Gordon runs for the door and out onto exterior, the streets of Gotham City. Moments later, Gordon drives like a madman through the rundown East End. Sirens blaring.
And lightning. Yes! Ah!
Production value.
Lightning rips across the clear. I thought you were just making shit.
No, I was directing.
No, you nailed it.
I was directing.
He's like, lights, sirens.
There I go.
Lightning rips across the clear sky. A storm is rolling in. Exterior, the Dutton Heights housing projects. Minutes later. Uniformed police officers hold back curious residents. A gunman yells unintelligibly from the roof of the projects. Gordon arrives the same time as the TV news van from Channel 1 Eyewitness News. Parked at the center of the police encampment, a SWAT... Who has ever seen a Channel 1?
Wait, what was it that we watched in
Channel
school?
1 was at school.
Yeah,
we had Channel 1 in
Oh,
school.
so that's where you would watch, like, the Electric Company and that one about math.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no Channel 1 news.
They're there to film a hostage situation.
No one in the history of the world has ever seen a mic cube with a 1 on it. That's a real nitpick, but still. I stand by it.
Did you admit it?
Parked at the center of the police encampment, a SWAT van. Inside, a half-dozen men strap on body armor and check their machine guns.
Why do they have machine guns?
They're going to get these hostages or die trying.
These hostages are going to die trying for us to get them.
The cowboy. Come here to see.
Whoa, it was Gandalf.
Shut up. The cowboy. Come to see how real policemen earn their pay.
Where's the negotiator?
The SWAT guys are climbing out of the van, ready for action.
He's working a jumper on the Herzog Bridge. We don't have time to wait. Time is money. Taxpayers' money.
More like voters' money. That's it, isn't it? You're here for the TV cameras.
Gordon, disgusted, heads back toward his car. Oh my God, he's got a baby! Gordon stops. That was someone in the crowd. Gordon stops, looks up. The gunman, in fact, holds a little baby. Looks over. Oh my God, it's Michael Jackson.
Bring him down. That's why the cameras are here.
Loeb's snipers have taken their positions. Lightning. The gunman is spinning around with the child in his arms, yelling at the lightning. The snipers try to line up their shots. I hope this is Maxie Zeus. It's all happening too fast. Loeb talks to the snipers on a radio.
Take your shots.
The baby is in the way. It's a tough shot.
Just do your job. Shoot him.
The gunman waves a 9mm over the edge of the roof. The TV camera zooms in on the gunman. The situation slips out of control. Someone save the baby!
Fuck it.
Gordon steps out from behind the police barricade.
Gordon, get your ass back here now.
Gordon ignores him and holds up his revolver with 2 fingers on its barrel.
Hey, you, I'm coming up.
Gordon drops his weapon. Thud, and enters the building. The TV cameras eat it up. Meanwhile, across town in interior Bruce Wayne's apartment, day. Bruce is a ball of nervous energy. Outside.
What the fuck was that?
Wow.
Noise?
That's
I-
nervous energy.
Don't know what that was.
That's not me.
None of my devices make that noise.
Wait, does that mean there's people watching on the live stream?
What did Did we just get a donation?
I think so. Thanks for the super chat, guys.
No, I don't know what, but it was loud, and it probably recorded
Awesome.
onto this.
So you can figure it out later. Whoop whoop.
I just mark it so
Edit it.
I can find it. Literally nothing of any of my devices has ever made that noise.
Yeah,
FYI.
no, it's like a weird phantom sound. I'm
That was
excited.
Good. That was good.
Oh! I know what it was. I set a timer on the stream deck, and I didn't tell it not to make noise.
Oh,
We've hit an hour.
we did it.
It's been an hour. We did it again.
30 pages.
Just gonna edit all of this out.
Yeah. We're not at an hour yet.
Bruce is a ball of nervous energy. Outside, the rain beats down on his window. He paces back and forth. Crash. Lightning rips across the blue sky. He tries to write a letter. Boom. Thunder rolls. He can't sit still.
October 3rd. Dear Father, it's only getting worse. It's tearing me apart. I'm afraid it's happening. I've let it out. Father, I've let you down. I may have killed a man last night. I may be a murderer. I'm no better than he was. A monster.
Back at the interior Dutton Heights housing project, moments later, Gordon creaks up the stairs. We're half an hour into the script. Judging from the page a minute rule,
Sure.
we're on page 30. So we're half an hour into the script. No sign of him being anywhere near being Batman.
He killed a guy.
This is year one.
He'll probably
It's
be
Batman year one, not Bruce year one.
It's Bruce Hobo Batman.
This is Gotham the movie. He's not going to be Batman until the last moments of the whole thing.
Yep.
Gordon creaks up the stairs. He approaches a door that says, roof.
No shit.
He eases it open. The scruffy gunman yells up at TV news helicopters.
No identifying marks. A million losers never finish.
His blonde hair, going gray, sticks to his lips as he screams.
Spider nasty. Don't noise it. No gangrene lunch.
I love this guy.
This is great.
It's my favorite.
It's really
so
good.
far.
Gordon steps out on the roof, hands open in front of him. The gunman has a 9mm pressed into the little boy's
Holy
mouth.
shit. Gordon's like, it's me.
Oh, fuck.
He holds the child against his own chest. If he fires, he will kill the child and himself. The terrified child cries for his mother.
Hi. My name is Jim.
Gordon steps forwards to shake hands. The guy freaks.
Loudmouth fraud. Liberty is an ape.
The TV news cameras circle overhead, capturing the whole scene.
So I say to him, to him.
Gordon points to the sky, acting angry.
Bad helicopters.
Meanwhile, back in interior Bruce Wayne's apartment, day. Bruce continues with his letter.
Please tell me what to do. Father, I'm afraid.
Bruce picks up the wooden box. He stares at it for a long moment, and then suddenly throws it against the wall. It smashes the vacuum tubes of an electronics project. Pop, pop,
Ooh, Batman
pop.
voice.
Overlooked circuits burn out more equipment. Overloaded circuits burn out more equipment. Sparks explode from the blown fuse box.
Tell me what you want me to do.
What do you want from me?
Should have used Batman voice.
Maximus.
And shower down on the floor. The workshop plummets into darkness except for one TV. It casts an eerie blue glow. Bruce looks over at the TV news. On the TV, Gordon is on the roof with the gunman. The gunman recoils and spins, looking around, frantic. Gordon eases closer while he's distracted by the lightning.
We're rich! Again!
Where is your medication? You have to trust your doctors. Trust in the system.
Gordon slides closer to the gunman with each word.
Nice toilet!
Everything will be fine if you just follow the program.
But Gordon's words seem hollow. They have no effect on the gunman.
I'll change him with my love.
The gunman jams the 9mm further into the child's mouth. He's about to pull the trigger. The hammer starts going back. Gordon acts without thinking. He throws a right cross. Crunch! Dropping the gunman, knocking away his 9mm just as, bang, he pulls the trigger, missing the child. Interior, Bruce Wayne's apartment, day. Bruce flinches at the sound of the gunshot. Exterior, Dutton Heights housing projects, roof, day. The TV cameras frame a close-up shot. Why is it day? Doesn't this work a lot better at night? Even though it's been saying day, I've been picturing it at night.
Me too.
Yeah, because you got helicopters.
Because you've got
and
lightning.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
lightning.
Like, this is much, much better during the day. Or during the night.
Yep.
This during the day
Is Spider-Man.
gives me, like, no... Like,
It just doesn't work. It doesn't.
No.
It doesn't work as well. I mean, it's
it takes away all the
Yeah.
drama and atmosphere.
yeah.
I mean, I guess it's raining, maybe? There's thunder and lightning. He hasn't really mentioned rain.
You know what it probably is? Day gloom.
Day gloom.
The gloom.
Day gloom.
Yeah, it doesn't work as well.
The TV cameras frame a close-up shot. The gunman, now lying on the roof, reaches for the child, an arm outstretched. Smash cut. Exterior, a grand theater, night. Bruce's father lies in a puddle of blood, an arm outstretched, reaching for young Bruce. He grabs the boy's hands and closes something inside them. Your inheritance. Use it wisely, son. Young Bruce kneels in silence with his dying parents. I'm billionaire Thomas Wayne, and I carry all my money around with me in a small wooden box.
It's just a credit card.
Phone, wallet.
It's a black card.
Yeah.
Honey, have you seen my hickory box? Where's the hickory
It's
box?
the key to Wayne Tower.
Yeah. It's a key to the Scrooge McDuck's
Money vault.
Rich's vault.
Exterior, Dutton Heights housing projects. Roof, day. Gordon is on top of the gunman, raining punches down on his face. Pow, pow, pow. Until the gunman stops struggling for the little baby.
Just pick up the baby and take it away,
Yeah,
right?
just
Yeah.
let the guy crawl.
Interior, Bruce Wayne's apartment, moments later. Bruce is entranced by what he sees on TV. You can just punch him?
Shit, that's way better than us.
So much easier.
Exterior, Dutton Heights housing projects, roof, moments later. Gordon, with a little boy on his hip, emerges from the building to the cheers of the crowd just as lightning. The Gotham skies let loose a torrent of rain on the dirty city. Okay, it has not been raining, just threatening
It's
to.
regular during the day. It's a beautiful
During the-
day outside.
Right.
There's birds winging along.
Good cow.
They're all carrying small envelopes of money.
Yellow.
Yellow.
They're
envelopes.
all the envelopes are
Everybody's
yellow.
dirty.
That's how you know money's in them.
The gunman was reaching for his yellow envelope.
They're delivering money.
It's color-coded bribery.
Yeah.
The baby's running away with his own little yellow money bag.
The TV news media ignores the storm and mobs Gordon. Jam in his face. Bruce watches. You went against direct orders from the commissioner. Why didn't you follow normal police procedure?
I don't like what passes for normal in this town. Crime is normal in Gotham. Corruption is normal. The scum of this city have taken so much from us. Our youth, our families. I've declared my war on crime.
Points into the camera.
Now you must fight back for what's been lost.
At the same time, interior, Bruce Wayne's apartment, day. I shall become a creature of the gym. I will be Gym Man.
I should be a cop.
Bullet Boy.
The words are a revelation to Bruce. He tears himself away from the TV and digs wildly through the burning electronics until he has the scorched wooden box in his shaking fist.
Now, I understand.
He rips open the wooden box, revealing his father's heavy silver signet ring balled up in old newspaper.
It is a key.
It's the ring. We can't get away from Lord of the Rings.
He's gonna put it. He's gonna put it in like a hole, and it's gonna open a secret gate.
For a second, I was just hoping it was a batarang.
Yeah,
That would
just
be
in a
so.
bat.
Yeah, Thomas Wayne was Batman, and like he finds the Bat Cave. He doesn't have to build it. That
It's
would
like
ma-
Flashpoint Earth.
Yeah, that would make sense.
There's mother's pearls or something.
It bears the intertwined. Wait. So this guy goes out to the theater with his family. He's like, oh shit. Before we go, I gotta wrap up my ring in some newspaper and put it in a box.
Maybe he took it off the body.
Why was
No.
it there though?
He's
Why did he have
there
it?
bleeding in the alleyway, and he's like, "Here's your inheritance," and he hands him the wooden box.
He did hand him the box. I was trying to give him benefit of the doubt. Like
Or-
I transmuted the box into a ring.
No, not necessarily.
Or maybe
may
he was
have-
lying there bleeding in the alley, and he like just gets out the cigars he just bought. He dumps them all out, grabs a piece of newspaper off a homeless person, and is like, "Oh, wrap. Don't look, Bruce. It's a surprise."
I'm assuming it's gonna be that.
Either way
he
is
took-
fucking dumb.
Well, he took the ring off of him, and then but sometime between the murder scene and the junkyard, he found a box to put it in.
It could be fixed with
No,
like
he
one
hands
change.
him the wooden box
Yeah, he
in
did.
the
He
alley as
did.
he's dying.
He did. I remember. It wasn't. Well, he says, "Here's your inheritance," right?
Yeah, but he doesn't hand him the box.
Oh no, you're right. It says he closes something inside them.
It's his signet ring, so he put it in the
Okay.
box after the fact. Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been so fucking retarded. Like, holy shit.
Okay. I take it back,
You
Frank.
feel better.
My apologies.
You whore-hating son
You
of a
got one
bitch.
thing right.
You forgot about Chi-Chi's velvet bell bottoms.
It bears the intertwined initials T and W. Bruce runs out the door with the wooden box and up onto the exterior rooftop over Bruce Wayne's apartment. Moments later, lightning, sheets of rain fall on Bruce's face as he slides the signet ring on his wet finger and screams up into the storm in his Batman voice.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. I know what I must do.
Lightning fills the sky as we cut to exterior Dutton Heights housing project. Seconds later, we hear thunder, which is different than lightning sound. Gordon extracted himself from the throng of media who now turn on Loeb.
What was going through your head? Why did you try to stop Detective Gordon from saving that child?
I assure you, I had no intention of.
Gordon's heard enough. Turning away, he smiles and lights a Marlboro. A patrolman jogs up to him. It should be the same other guy.
Yeah.
Sir, your gun.
He hands over Gordon's service revolver, the one he'd put in his mouth so often.
Looks like the finish.
That's what it says that in the script.
Oh, this is the best thing. Looks like the finish is worn off the barrel.
Guess it's time for a new gun, huh?
Gordon takes the weapon and heads up to his car.
Fade out.
Oh, we made it through fucking how many pages?
So we went a little over just because like that back and forth was going on so long. I didn't want to stop in the middle of it.
He's been trying to kill himself so long. He sucked the fucking veneer off of his gun.
I love that detail.
It's super
that's
funny.
fucking rad.
I
dude.
love the line, the one he'd put in his mouth so often.
Hey, Gordon, I got your mouth gun.
Gordon, you forgot your medicine.
So it's super fucking weird, but I like it. I'm digging it, man.
I think it's strange because it doesn't have to be a Batman story, which
Yeah.
is what sets it apart,
Yeah.
right? This isn't anybody's story. This is just a kid who saw his parents die and then ran off.
It's for sure more about Gordon than Bruce so far.
Yeah.
Which is why I thought about it, because year one, to me, I always remember more of the Gordon stuff, the cheating on his wife and coming back from war and shit.
I mean, I remember Bruce like going out pre-bat and getting his ass
getting his
handed
ass
to
beat.
him.
right,
Yeah.
right.
And then there's the in this though, he's living in a shitty apartment above a garage. So, like, is he gonna find a bat in his cupboard instead of flying through the window? What's his inspiration?
He probably should have already, like, maybe Little Al mentioned
It's not
it,
even
like,
a bat. It's just a rat jumps at him,
Right.
and he thinks it's a bat.
A very sophisticated rat with like a little homemade rat wings.
What if he kills a bat with a baseball bat and he looks at the bat and he's like, I could be Batman. Like completely missing it just by a little bit, just swerving a little bit.
What if he doesn't know that he's Bruce Wayne? What if he knows his name is Bruce, but he's like been in a fugue state all this time?
I mean, I get it. He's 8, right?
Because,
Like-
okay, first off, if Big Al and Little Al know this is Bruce Wayne, they're up to some sketchy shit.
They absolutely know.
Yeah,
They absolutely know.
they have to.
You don't watch TV and then billionaire's son, 8-year-old son goes missing the same night that an 8-year-old shows up with a
Hey,
fucking
Pops!
wooden box.
You think this 8-year-old kid has anything to do with that rich 8-year-old kid that went missing?
Nah, this one's in a junkyard. He don't even look rich.
No, look, his face is dirty.
Maybe Big Al and Little Al had a thing with Thomas Wayne. Like maybe they did work for Thomas.
Oh, that's true.
Like
Maybe they hate
maybe
him.
they're protecting him.
Yeah, they didn't
Like that's the
Thomas
only thing
Wayne.
that I can think of that would make sense. Like they were protecting him as a kid because
Oh.
there's no Alfred.
Well, Alfred's clearly a child rapist. They're like, oh, we gotta save him from that rapey Alfred guy.
When you say clearly,
Like, where is
read
your
ahead?
evidence, sir?
Frank Miller.
Oh, that's true.
yeah. He likes whores.
So that's it for us. Josh,
You can check me out at joshuajbaker.com. I do videography stuff. I also do voiceover work. You can look at those videos and you can contact me right here. Yeah.
and since we're doing a comic book script, I should mention that I am now on another podcast.
Oh, man.
I've taken over co-hosting duties on a show called Nerdgasm. You can find that at nerdgasmpodcast.com. We talk nerd stuff. Boom. Done. That easy. For table reads, you can go to linktree/table reads for all the fucking shit that you want. You'll find our Patreon there that you should totally subscribe to. You'll find our YouTube, which you should watch because we make funny faces and stuff. And
Sometimes.
Jeff points at stuff.
I eat
I do
apples.
point at stuff a lot.
So do that. Go to the places. Like, subscribe.
Smash
we'll
that
see
like
you
button.
next week for part 2 of Batman Year 1. And until then, we'll miss you.
This podcast was created by Sean McBee. For more, visit TableReadsPodcast.com. Cut to black.